in, y'all. Welcome in. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Y'all, actor Terrence Howard speaks on the demonic Hollywood rituals that are going on in Hollywood, y'all, and how Diddy try to clap his cheeks. Y'all, we are gonna get into it. This is a very powerful, oh my goodness, powerful. I can't tell you how powerful it is. Very powerful speech that he gave, y'all. I'm telling you, when I say I was shocked to see him, listen to him say what he was saying, y'all, I'm telling you, it was very powerful. He aligns with Cat Williams. He believes in the nobody's gonna, get my, version, booty hole. Ain't nobody clapping my cheeks in Hollywood, you guys. It is crazy, you guys. But y'all, we are gonna get into it, y'all. Happy Friday. I hope y'all had a wonderful day. TGIF, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. We are gonna get into it, y'all, because I'm telling you, it is mind-boggling what he says, but it is some great, I align with him. Everything that he was saying, this is things that Cat Williams, has been saying, and y'all, I'm telling you, it's very powerful. But y'all, we're gonna get into it, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go. Welcome in, Justin. Welcome. How are you? Welcome in, y'all. We're gonna get into it, and we're gonna play the video because y'all, this was something very powerful, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Let's turn it around. Let's get it. Let's go, y'all. Hold on just a second. There we go. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm great, Justin. Welcome.
Why do you think that is? What the creative side is?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space, and so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep.
Wow. Hey, Nor. Hey, my baby, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Hey, baby, welcome. Y'all, I'm telling you, Terrence Howard, I mean, what he said, when people do stuff, and he's speaking from a man's point of view, when something happens like this, when you're not you're a straight male, but then you go into Hollywood, and then they're asking, trying to pay you to basically get your man's booty hole, trying to clap your cheeks. That's something that you cannot come back from. A lot of people, like he's saying, a man, when he's a straight man and he gets that done to him, there's no coming back. That is no way to heal from that situation. And they mentioned Justin Bieber. Y'all know Justin Bieber's having a hard time. But y'all, let me wrap it back, and y'all, let's listen back to what he was saying.
It's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head.
And see, you guys, isn't that something that Justin Bieber is going through, y'all? I mean, let's be for real. Let's be honest. We believe, allegedly, he's been passed along to the industry. Like Terrence Howard is saying, when that happens to you, there's no getting, you can't take that back. Once that's done, you cannot take that back, right? At all. So when when something happens like that, you're not a gay man, you go to Hollywood and they tell you, oh, you want to go high? Okay, we have to clap your cheeks, right? And then you're like, oh my goodness, you give up that part of you, and you cannot ever get it back, right? At all. You cannot get it back. So taking drugs, drinking, trying to go through therapy, all of that type of stuff, it does not stop that from the memory and stop the situation that already had happened. But y'all, let's continue listening to Terrence.
But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man.
Wow.
A man don't take it. A man gives it.
Oh, oh wow. Oh wow. Y'all, that is a powerful statement. We love everybody here at the lounge, whether you're gay, straight, whatever your preference is. But I can say, when you are a straight man, you go to Hollywood, you are thinking before you get there, of course. You're thinking, you're going to Hollywood, you're trying to become an actor, and you want to, actor, or you want to sing, or whatever your talent is. You want to perform and do that, for as a career. But when they tell you that there's like extra things that you have to do, and then it happens, there's no coming back. Like he said, once you give up that man card, you can never get it back. But y'all, let's continue.
Give up that man card. You don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Now I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time.
Wow.
You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was
Y'all, that is very powerful. He said when he seen a man give up his manhood. Wait, let me wrap that back. Hold on. I just want to get his direct words.
I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Let's see what he says.
Of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Wow. So he said when you give up your manhood, he's never seen anybody recover from that. Y'all, welcome in the building. Smash the like button. Y'all, this is crazy, right? I mean, this is very crazy. But Terrence Howard's been in Hollywood for a very long time, but he got out of the industry. He didn't want to, deal with the situation anymore. He was done with it. So Cat Williams, he aligned with Cat Williams. So Cat Williams, he been saying and talking about the industry, talking about giving up his virgin booty hole. People have, asked him 4 different times, $50 million to, clap his cheeks. Cat Williams said no. He is making sure that his virgin booty hole remains a virgin. Y'all, let's continue.
All the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that.
Oh, my baby Jamil says surviving the industry. Yes, we are surviving the industry. We surviving the fact that if you're a man, you are never going to recover. If you gave up your virgin, booty hole, you're not going to recover.
There was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing.
Wow.
Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God, this is crazy. So Nor has a question. Nor said, what's the march that's happening on April 5th this year? What is it about? I'm confused. So if you guys don't know, there is going to be a big march tomorrow. And they are saying, for the black folks to stay at home, sit down, have a seat, sit your little badunkadunks down, don't go nowhere, stay locked in and shut in because it's some type of big march going on. Like, I don't know if it's Washington, D.C. or somewhere. I don't know if they're having them all around the country tomorrow, but they are saying basically it's going to be not a good thing to go. It's going to be, a dangerous thing. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. So that's why it's going very viral. I did a couple of videos on it. A couple of shorts on it talking about, I need to sit my little yellow badunkadonk down. Yes, we need to. That's what the ancestors are saying. Sit down, y'all. This is not y'all's fight. So that's what's going on. But y'all, let's get back to Terrence Howard and listen to what he has to say.
Have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man.
And that is powerful. Y'all, that is powerful. When a lot of these men go into the industry, they are, have to sacrifice that. And it's not right. It's not fair. If you want to do something, you shouldn't have to sacrifice your anything that's dealing with your with you as a person. Like if you're not that way, why should you have to sacrifice that just to be who you want to be, right? That's just not right. Morally, it's not right. But y'all, let's continue.
I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't.
You hear? Did y'all hear what he said? He said we see. I think he said we see or we hear Bieber dealing with that. Let me rewind that just a quick snippet, just a couple of seconds.
That
They can't get it out of their head.
Hold on.
from place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
Wow.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The
Wow.
things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card.
And y'all, that is a powerful thing. That is a very powerful thing. You cannot, once you do that, just like Terrence said, you cannot take it back. You can't ask for a refund. Can I get a refund on my manhood? They're not going to give you, there's no refund. Once that is done, that is taken away, there's no coming back from that. And like he said, there's a lot of people in the industry, a lot of them. They either sold their souls. I mean, not even saying, to include their virgin booty hole, right? Their virgin booty hole. They sold that. They sold their soul. They're doing all this demonic stuff. But when they come out the industry, if whoever they're signed with, whoever, they paying them, kick them out. And then they're left with all these mental issues that they have to recover from. Like I didn't, let a man clap my cheeks. I didn't have taken drugs. I was drinking alcohol, and I wasn't even a part of this like before. Like the industry has changed me now. I'm left to deal with this for the rest of my life. Terrence Howard, I'm telling you, him and Cat Williams, I'm telling you, what they are saying amongst other people that are coming out saying what they, experienced in Hollywood, what they seen, and they know it's not right. And they're like, no, I'm not dealing with this. This stuff is demonic. And it's leaving people like broken. Like people are been broken. Look at Kanye West. Kanye West, I don't know what his issue is, but he's broken. They are all broken, right? Nora says happening in Virginia. I'm not sure where it's happening at. Mary D says, what video was that? Loving Myself. Hey, welcome at Loving Myself. So, the video, let me see what's going on. Oh, so Terrence Howard, he is basically, telling about the demonic, industry, about men losing their virgin, booty hole, their manhood, their man card, to like, the industry. When you want to go in the industry, these men that are they're not gay. We love everybody here at the lounge, but I'm talking about the straight men that go into Hollywood. And then they're like, oh, you want to act? Oh, you want to sing? Oh, you want to do this? Okay, now it's time for you to turn around so we can clap them cheeks, right? And then once that is taken from you, you cannot ever get that back. And then they talking. Oh, yeah, he got his cheeks clapped. Oh, yeah, Diddy didn't got him. Oh, yeah, he didn't got his cheeks clapped. There's no going... Not there, you can't take that back, right? Hey, Flo, welcome in. So that's what Terrence Howard is talking about. But y'all, let's listen to his video, because y'all, he's giving some great information. I'm gonna wrap it back just a little bit because what he is saying is so powerful, you guys. And this is breaking. He just put this out just a little while ago on this podcast.
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it.
That's true.
They gotta keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head.
And y'all, like they were saying, Justin Bieber, look, he's a prime example. Y'all remember when he was in that little crowd with Odell Beckham, and he was looking like he was doing something that a female should have been doing, allegedly. And he was down there, and he looked like he was caught red-handed. I mean, y'all, those are things that you cannot come back for if you are not that way. And y'all know Justin Bieber came in the industry as a child, was not even given the chance to see what, if he did like that or not. But these things are pushed on these people, and there's no coming back. Once, like Terrence Howard said, once a man is, their man card in that aspect is taken from them, they have mental issues. They become broken. They do all kinds of rugs. I mean, look at Orlando Brown too. Orlando Brown has, all kind of issues. And he was saying that, one of them Wayans brothers allegedly didn't clapped his cheeks when he was younger. I don't know how true it is, but all them kids in Disney, look at Raven Simone. She's a female now. She's gay. Look at Orlando. He's saying that, these people, I'm not saying that, these things are true, but I mean, it's very evident that these people are broken. They are very, very broken when you're in Hollywood. People coming out. I mean, all 99% of them. You look at Kodak Black. I mean, all of these people, they're broken. They're on these rugs. They are, need therapy, right? I mean, they fall out the industry and you leave. What happened to this person? What happened to that person? They're no longer acting. They're no longer singing. Next thing you know, you look them up or you try to do some research on them. They're strung out on, the rugs. They're homeless. They ain't got nowhere to stay. Some of them may be working at Walmart. Some of them may be working at McDonald's. It is very sad, but what Terrence Howard is saying is so powerful, you guys. So, so powerful, y'all. Let's continue listening to what he has to say.
Well, when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it.
Exactly.
So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm
Facts.
saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time.
Facts.
You give up that right for anything. For fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things,
yep, facts.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Wow. That is so powerful. When I say that is powerful, y'all, that is powerful. He said when he's seen, like, I guess some men that, that has happened to him, he's never seen them recover from that. Never seen them recover from that. And y'all, I had watched a documentary. I was just telling my baby Jamel this, not like maybe a year, 2 years ago. I watched this documentary where there was this guy and he was gay and he had the surgery and all of that. Now he no longer wants to be a gay person, but his equipment is no longer available. No longer available. They took it. He wanted to have the surgery and everything, and it's gone. And now he doesn't want to partake in that life no more. And this is why I think that it's really wise for these young people not to have no surgeries, because they haven't even lived to experience anything. These certain things, like the gay lifestyle that these Hollywood children are pushed into, they are pushed into that from their parents. They're not even given the choice to really live. And it's sad, but it's true. It is so true. But y'all, let's continue listening.
I went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there, because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
So no, that's why Terrence Howard got out of the industry. He's like Cat Williams. You're not going to clap my cheeks. I don't care how many millions, I don't care how many times you ask me, the answer is still going to be no. Terrence, he wasn't playing that. Just like Cat Williams. He said, I'm protecting my virgin booty hole. Y'all know what Cat Williams was saying. He was telling us what was going on. And remember, he said he was getting people to come and tell him stuff. You know, he whispering in his ear. Oh yeah, Cat Williams, this happened. Cat Williams, this person's clapping this person's cheeks. Cat Williams like, oh really? Oh, come, tell me some more. He was eating it up because he was like, these people, they try to make me out to be the bad people, a bad person. But in reality, they are the bad people. They are over here clapping cheeks, paying people for their booty hole, doing the most on the coast, trying to make me look like I'm just, you know, this terrible person. And they're over here messing with these men, making them give their booty holes up just to be, you want to be an A-list celebrity? Oh, you want to climb the ladder? Okay, this is what you have to do. You have to give up your booty hole. You got to do this. You got to get these contracts, and then they're going to tell you how to wear these Nike socks. You have to wear these Macy clothes. They're gonna tell you how to wear the sweater. They're gonna Hanes. They're gonna tell you how to wear the boxers. There is a total control thing, and Terrence Howard is like, no, I've never seen a man that got his cheeks clapped recover. That's powerful, y'all. That is powerful. He was saying basically they be on drugs. They use everything to try to erase that situation. But it's not a erasable situation. Once it happens, it's happened. We already know. When you do something, anything you do, you can never retake it back when it comes to stuff like that. That's a situation you cannot can't undo. You can't undo that. You cannot. But y'all, let's continue listening because he has a powerful speech.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went
Hey,
to a whole
John.
different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head.
Wow.
They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card.
Facts.
You need therapy.
Yep.
And that's the thing that hurts.
And that's true. Like they were saying, look at Justin Bieber. I really, in my whole heart, I am like 99.999 million% sure that Diddy did something that not even just Diddy, the Kardashians, y'all, they pushed Justin Bieber along to the different people in Hollywood. Odell Beckham, the ho Kim Kardashian ho family. All of them are ho Merry Christmases, right? I mean, to all kind of people, right? And then even Ellen had him on stage. Ellen was talking to him and embarrassing him. Y'all, I'm telling you, this stuff is real. And Terrence is like, you know, he never seen a man in that situation that recovered. Flo said Orlando and Bieber. Yes, Flo. Orlando and Justin Bieber are prime examples of it. They never recovered and they are suffering, right? They are suffering. They are having a hard time, a very hard time. And it's sad because they, like Orlando, he was young. He was one of the, Nickelodeon kids, right? Disney kids or whatever. And he even was saying that, you know, these people did things to him. And if they did things to him, I mean, they did it to all of those children. And that's why they are like Raven Simone. She's gay, she's a gay female. Orlando Brown says, he got, had situations with other men. I mean, y'all, it's sad. It's sad. Let's continue.
Them the most, and so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are, and that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream, they don't have the...
And he's exactly right, because them women, they will get their cheeks clapped. They will get their cheeks clapped. Oh, how I want to go high. I want to be an A-list celebrity. I want to, I want to be on the big screen. I want to be in the biggest movies ever. And they be like, well, what do I have to do? I know how to act. I'm real good. I took acting classes. I went to the acting college. And then when they get up there, they're like, oh, you want to be an A-list celebrity? Okay. You got to clap Denzel's cheeks. You got to get your cheeks clapped by Denzel, get your cheeks clapped by Diddy, maybe Jay-Z. You have to do all this cheek clapping and then catching all kind of bodies, more bodies than the cemetery, just to get paid. When you can go to Walmart, Costco's, you can get a job, maybe at Google, and they are all hiring. But no, you want to go and do it the so-called easy way. That's going to cause you to have all kind of trauma. It is not worth it at the end of the day. Like if you wanted to be a ho, 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 Merry Christmas, you could have just went to Atlanta, went to the strip clubs and got on a pole. And didn't have to worry about doing this, doing that with all these celebrities, and then everybody talking about you. I mean, like Kim Kardashian, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. She done slept with, she got more bodies in the cemetery, right? She done the most on the coast. Everybody's talking about what you did, how freaky this person is and what they did, what they didn't do, all kind of stuff. Hey, Hassan, welcome. So yes, hey, Sharon, welcome. So yes, it is a horrible thing, right? If you're a woman or a man, but a man worse, because if you're not a gay man and you're going into Hollywood and you're like, I have to give up my virgin booty hole. I got to toot it up. I got to get my cheeks clapped when I'm supposed to be the one clapping cheeks. That's a scary thought. That is a scary thought. Especially the women too. The women, you gotta go. You're a woman. Oh, you got to go over there. You gotta sleep with Becky or Shaniqua or Mary Kate Ashley. Oh, you have to. You got to kiss them. And you're not no gay woman. You're like, no. That's against my religion. That's against what I believe in. I'm not about to be kissing another woman. That's so disgusting, right? I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, I would have told them where to go and how to get there and get me. I would have even, hurried up, got me a bus ticket and went back home just to get out of there, because I would not be participating in none of that. Because just like Terrence Howard said, once you do that, you cannot come back from it. And these people, when they do that, it causes all kind of trauma their whole life. In relationships, if they have kids, it messes them up mentally. For the rest of their life. It's crazy. But y'all, let's continue to listen.
Soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it. So
hey, Tammy, welcome. That's what he said. Exactly. If I have to trade my integrity for a dollar bill, maybe this is not the program that I want to sign up for, right? Because I'm not putting I am not ever putting my lips on another female, never holding no other female's hand. Absolutely not. Oh, get somebody else to do it. I'm telling you, they would have got me out of there in a New York minute, because I would have acted a whole donkey. If they had told me that. I would have been out of there. Absolutely not. That is against with my beliefs. Now, we love everybody. I'm not, knocking anybody on what they do. And I've always been like that, but I'm not doing it. That's not how I was raised. That is nowhere near what I've ever, been taught. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. But they make them do that because they want them. You want to go high, or you want to climb the ladder, or you want to even flip over the ladder. Okay. And then start doing crazy stuff like Diddy. I mean, look at Diddy. Diddy couldn't sit down for a hot 5 minutes. He didn't got the cheeks clap. He's clapping everybody else's cheeks, doing the most on the coast. and he don't care. They don't care, and that is like a mental situation that you have to deal with for the rest of your life when you did not sign up for that program. But you feel like, okay, maybe I could just do it this one time, and then maybe I just won't do it again or something. Maybe I can get a couple of dollars. Hey, anonymous, welcome. Maybe I can get a couple of dollars, and then I don't have to worry about it no more. No. Once you cross that threshold, once you cross that line, there's no coming back. People talking about you. Oh yeah, Shaniqua over there. Oh yeah, she didn't did XYZ. Oh, blah blah. Faith Evans. Oh, she clapping everybody's cheeks. She did with Biggie, Tupac. She did with Stevie J. She didn't clap everybody's cheeks, and everybody didn't clap her cheeks. She's a ho. Merry Christmas, marrying this person, marrying that person. Y'all, they will tell everybody everything all about you instead of keeping your business and yourself private. They will tell everything. Hey, Odetta, thank you. Odetta said, what profits a man to gain this world and lose his soul? Exactly. There is no way, like I said, for females too. Terrence is talking about men, about the men losing their manhood. But what about a female? A female too. A female that is not gay, does not like women, is not with the shenanigans, because I am not with them type of shenanigans at all. Never been. But if they would tell me that, I'm telling you, it will be a whole uprising. It will be, Houston, we got a huge problem, right? I would not even be, my worth is more than that. I'm not going to be doing that disgusting, acts. That's just my preference, but and I'm not knocking nobody who does. But what I'm saying, when you're not like that, if you don't like the same sex, then why should you be forced? Why should you be forced to do that? When it's against your beliefs, you don't believe in that. That is like crazy. I would never sacrifice my personal beliefs for $1. I would not. RJ Diggs says facts. Yes. Odetta says the devil doesn't play fair at all. I know, but this is sad. But I'm telling you, when I seen this from Terrence Howard just a few hours ago, I was like, I have to speak on this, because this is the thing that's hot and popping, in the industry right now with Hollywood, and he is speaking truth. He is speaking facts. And I'm telling you, him and Cat Williams, y'all, I'm telling you, they can join together to build a great alliance together. But y'all, let's continue.
So that they can stay in place. What benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Facts.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited?
Flo, absolutely. Flo says what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. Absolutely, Flo. Preach. Say that again, honey. You are so right. Hey, Life Back, welcome.
And you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and...
Oh, y'all have to listen to this. Let me rewind it, y'all. He is not with, look, Terrence Howard is not with that type of smoke. He is not with that type of smoke. And I agree with him 1,000%, because I'm not with that type of smoke either at all. Like, you tell me you got to go over there, you got to kiss another woman. I'm telling you, y'all been like, oh my goodness, she got like a whole twin in the closet. Oh my goodness, she is showing out. I'm telling you, it would be an uprising. They would have been like, oh, we didn't ask the wrong person. You sure did. You asked the very wrong person to do some type of act like that, because I want to be an actress. Oh, absolutely not. There's no. I'm telling you, them fighting words for me. But y'all, let's continue.
For weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while.
Hold on. Let me rewind that back so we can listen. I want y'all to listen to this part right here. It's crazy. About Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah! I
when you
mean,
said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking.
Thank you,
I'm
Dado.
like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Whoa, wait up. Look at him. Look at the way he's looking. Y'all, I would have been the same way. Why she want to hang out with me? You want me? You're over there. You're staring at me. What do you need? Well, how can I help you? You wanted me to come in here to be your training coach, your acting coach, want me to do whatever, but you're just staring at me? This is already weird. What do you want? What? He said Diddy wanted to hang out with him, and the person told him, oh, I think Diddy wants to clap your cheeks. Y'all, it would have been, I'm telling you, it would have been some furniture moving up in that studio or whatever. Couches would have been flying. I'm telling you, spoons would have been flying, pillows, lamps. I'm telling you, they would have been like, we asked the wrong person that question. We didn't mean to offend you. Yes, you really offended me. You sure did. Like I said, if people do that, that is on them. I don't have no problem with nobody. I love everybody, right? But at the same time, that's just not for me. If this person is like that, I have gay friends, men and women. I don't have a problem with that, right? But it's just not for me. When something is not for you, it's not for you, right? Everybody does not like everything, right? And I sure don't like that. But I love everybody. Everybody has their own preference. They live their life how they want to. I am not judging nobody, right? But what I ain't gonna do is partake in that type of lifestyle, right? But y'all, let's continue.
Like, oh, okay, now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off.
Oh, see, Terrence, yep, Terrence, same thing. I would be too. I'd be like, do you want me to knock your head off of that shoulder of yours, ma'am? I'm telling you, I would have asked the same thing. I would have been like, hold up, swole up. We got Houston. We got a problem. Y'all, I'm telling you, they would have been like, get her out of here. Hurry up. 911, call the police. I call the police. You asking me the stupid questions knowing that I don't partake in that life. Maybe somebody else does. I'm not mad. I'm not hating on nobody. I don't care what nobody else does. I'm only responsible for me. I can't be responsible for other people and what they do. I cannot, but you know that I do not partake in that lifestyle. Y'all, I'm telling you, I would have been just like Terrence Howard. It's about to be some 24 pieces and 2 biscuits to go, right? Absolutely not. Don't ask me that dumb question. You ask me a dumb question, I'm going to give you a dumb answer. And you don't want my dumb answer because I'm telling you, it would be a whole uprising. Tammy says, you got to tell him no. Yes, Tammy, you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. Odetta says, all that is an abomination before God. That's who we should be trying to please. Exactly. Like I said, I love everybody. I do. I have, gay friends, female males. I'm not judging nobody because I am not God, right? But one thing I'm not going to do is partake in just because somebody else is jumping off the mountaintop does not mean that the lounge is jumping off the mountaintop. I think for myself, I am a leader, and I'm a very strong-minded leader, very strong-minded. Like, you cannot just tell me, no, absolutely not. Because first of all, I'm gonna run you a million questions. I'm gonna ask you so many questions. They gonna forget about what they even asked me. They gonna forget about what they asked me. They be like, hurry up and get her out of here. She asking too many questions. Yes, I'm asking a whole lot of questions because I'm not gonna play you. Look, I'm not gonna play your games, right? But y'all, let's continue.
For talking to you
Yo, my baby said facts. Yes, baby, you already know I do not play them type of games. But y'all, let's continue. My baby laughing at me.
looking at at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction.
Facts.
It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room.
Facts.
And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room.
Yep.
And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit.
That's facts. That's facts. And some people, y'all, like I said, to each their own. I love everybody, right? But one thing I don't do is I don't ever partake in that lifestyle, right? I don't knock nobody for doing it, right? But I am not going to sacrifice my religion, my integrity, my self-worth for something like that. I'm not. As a woman, just like he said, your man card. Like, nobody is going to take his man card. Nobody going to take my woman card. I would not. Absolutely not. I'm telling you, it would be, I'm telling y'all, these people are crazy. But people will, when you go to Hollywood, like I said, remember when I did that video with Tanae, right? And I was like, she was saying that, you know, they were rubbing on her butt and stuff like that. And she still stayed to the party. Y'all, I'm telling you, them men, whoever it was rubbing on her, they would have had some broken hands, some broken fingers, you know, maybe, you know, 24 pieces and 2 biscuits, but it would not been pretty, right? Because nobody is going to come up to me and disrespect me. I wholeheartedly always had self-respect for myself and never allowed somebody to come up there and do, you know, think that they're gonna, you know, rub me down and stuff. Because when you start letting people do that, oh, they will be like, oh, you let me rub your thing. Oh, now you let me rub your hair. Oh, now I'm able to clap her cheeks. And it is not that type of party. But y'all, let's continue.
Because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with?
RJ Rick says my woman card is safe. Yeah, my woman card is on safe and on lock. We have not lost the woman card over here. I'm just saying, y'all, but everybody is different, and I don't knock. Like I keep on saying, I don't knock anybody for what they do, right? Everything is not for everybody. And that lifestyle is not for me. But when people are thrown in that lifestyle and they feel like this is the only way, and then they allow people to manipulate them or try to like talk them and stuff. Because y'all, I'm telling you, I always tell my kids this, right? I always tell my kids this. People will talk you out your drawers. They will talk you out your jacket. They talk you out your earrings. They will talk you out whatever. Right? Because they got some smooth operators out there, right? They got some real great con artists, right? So I have to teach my kids, you have to listen to what people say. Because they will talk you out of everything. Your shoes, your clothes, you come, kids, where your shoes at? John said that he just asked to borrow them. He said he was going to give them back. No, we better go get them shoes. Go get them shoes. Absolutely not. But people will talk you out of everything and anything that you got. There is some smooth operators. They will tell you, oh yeah, can I just, hold that? Just borrow that. I'll bring it back, right? You have to listen to people's words. Anonymous said, my wife don't tell me things that happen till after, cause she knows my crazy Marine tail I know, right? I mean, there's no way. I feel you, Anonymous. I'm telling you, there's no way. Like, I love to have a good time and stuff, but there's limits, there's boundaries, and I do wholeheartedly believe in that. Like, I believe in boundaries. Like, when I used to work in the workplace, I did not talk about no wrecks and let nobody come and hold you, because that is giving them the red light. I mean the green light. Like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I can say this to her, and she's gonna laugh and chuckle. Oh yeah, you so crazy. Oh no, we not having that conversation. I don't talk about that at work. This is work. We're not talking about that. If you want to go out there and have a party and turn up and clap people's cheeks and drink and do all of that that or whatever. Look, so be it. But I'm not talking about that in the workplace. Absolutely not. I'm not talking about that. I don't even want to hear what you did last summer, last night, last week, last month. I don't even want to hear that. If it ain't got nothing to do with these graphs and this reports and this meeting we about to have, I don't want to hear it. I don't, because those type of conversations is what leads to situations. I'm telling you guys. Miss D says, how was the dinner? Oh, it was good. The dinner was awesome. Me and my baby, he took me out to dinner last night, and it was great. It was great. Thanks for asking. Y'all, let's continue to listen and see what else he has to say, because I'm telling you, he is shocked about what he just said, y'all. I'm telling you. Let's listen. Hey, Lily, welcome.
With Hollywood because
No,
of the
I mean,
specific
I'm
reason?
still working. I still,
Thank you, Lily.
I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrence Howard. I'm an actor.
Oh, let me rewind this a little bit, because he's kind of like giving his little spiel on, I guess, working with somebody.
Connect with me. You can connect with me on.
Uh-oh.
Let's have a great conversation.
Oh, okay. Let me rewind it. I want to rewind and play it again.
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. They got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
And he's saying for the men, like, the men lose their man card, or for the women lose their woman card, right? Because it works both ways. But, of course he's a man, so he's going to say, the man card. But women too, right? Women go into the industry. They're not no gay women. But when they get there, it's like, oh, you want to go how high do you want to be an A-list? You want to be B, C, D, E, F, G, elemental P? Which one do you want to be? Because A is that's a top tier. So what program do you want to go with, right? And then when they do stuff, girl, y'all. Yeah, Shaniqua, she was over here. She was pumping and bumping. Yeah, she was bumping and grinding over here on Susie. Yeah. Sally was bumping on Susie. Y'all, I'm telling you, it was great. I'm telling you, they talk. They only don't just make you go and do it. Then they record it. And then your name is like, flowing through the Hollywood streets. Oh, yeah, okay, we're going to pass her. We're going to pass her over there to, we're going to pass her to Shaniqua next. And then they pass you along the way, just like Justin Bieber. It's the same thing for the women, y'all. I'm just saying, but y'all, let's continue listening.
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it. A man gives it.
Wow,
so
true.
When you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time.
Facts.
You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Wow.
That was only people that went to the puffy parties.
Wow. And he said those are the people that went to the puffy parties. Y'all, I'm telling you, this stuff is real. This stuff is real. Yes, smash the like button. Thank you, Miss D. Smash the like button, y'all. I'm telling you, this situation is what the world is dealing with today. this is what the world is dealing with, especially Hollywood. Y'all know all these kids like Will Smith and all them, all these who was the baby fat girl, all them kids, you guys, they are being pushed into either being like Rex traffic or pushed to like the same sex. Jaden likes boys, then the daughter likes girls. I'm telling you, it is sickening. These kids aren't even able to be children, and it's sad. It is so sad, y'all. Let's continue.
That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're
See, he's even like, man, this is powerful pretty much from the way his expressions are. He's like, oh my goodness, this is like a whole powerful, this is a very powerful thing because this is the stuff that we are dealing with in this world, right? Y'all smash the like button. Let's get the likes up, y'all. This is very powerful. I'm telling you, Terrence Howard set it off today, y'all.
seen, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy.
Yep.
And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up.
Yes. Hampton said pure survival. Yes, this is pure survival. I'm telling you. Terrence Howard said when you lose your man card, and it's not by really choice, and that's what I'm saying. People are gay. They like that lifestyle. That's fine. But when you're not a gay female or a male and you're made to do this is where the problems come in. You're hurt, you're broken because you're like, man, I did all this stuff. I mean, look at Cassie. Y'all, look at Cassie. She wasn't probably doing, I don't know what her situation, but I'm just saying, what if she didn't? She wasn't doing all these rugs. What if she was not like into that lifestyle of, getting her cheeks clapped or clapping other people's cheeks in front of Diddy? But she was doing it because she was trying to, elevate herself. She was trying to do that. It's not even worth it. You're catching all bodies, like a whole lot of more bodies than a cemetery. Is that worth it? I mean, you'll be like ran through. I don't mean, to, be, I just like to keep it 100. I just like to keep it 100. You catching all those bodies, all these men, are messing with you, or you're messing as a man messing with. It's not even worth it. Like, I have to do this. I have to give up my I can't be a virgin just running through, Hollywood. What if I say I want to, I don't want to. I'm using abstinence. Well, this is an abstinence tour. Like, I'm not, this whole time I'm in Hollywood, I'm using abstinence. They don't want that. They want to make sure that they can get something to embarrass you. They want to get something that they can blackmail you on. They want to record even you having sex with different people, a woman, a man, 10 people, 20 people, whatever the case may be. They want to have that blackmail on you because they want to be like, oh, you don't want to do XYZ? Oh, we got this tape. You remember this tape? Do you remember this tape? Remember when you was having a freak off? You were messing with Mary J. Blige. You were messing with Lil John. You were messing with Shaniqua. You were messing with Diddy Boy. You're messing with, chocolate chip Oreo, Hershey's Kiss. Remember when you were messing with all them people? You don't want to do this? Oh, okay, I got you. And then they make them do it, right? It makes you want to be like, oh, I need to, please, I don't want to be embarrassed. Please don't show them that tape. Like, all right, well, we need you to do X, Y, Z. And this a whole blackmailing situation, y'all. It's crazy, but it's true.
On drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are, and that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream, they don't have the soul that they started with.
Facts.
So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I
Facts.
get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so
Yep.
that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we
Exactly.
were brought in here as men.
Exactly. And that's with anything that we do in life. I'm not going to lose my integrity. I'm not going to sacrifice my beliefs, myself, my purity for something that, I can go and do somewhere else to go make money, right? You be like, okay, you told me that I gotta get my cheeks claps. I gotta, kiss a girl. That's so disgusting. I have to have Rex with the 4 people. Oh my God, y'all! I'm telling you, this is the things that they want you to do. They want to humiliate you. They want to humiliate you, and that's just what they do. This very demonic. But let's continue.
We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah. I
when you said
mean,
no?
Puppy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me.
He's probably like, ooh, daddy, I like you, Terrence. Ooh, daddy, I like you, Terrence. He probably thinking, probably mentally trying to like strip him. Like, they say you can, like you looking at somebody, you just like picture him like, naked. You're like, he's probably like, ooh, daddy, ooh, Terrence. Ooh, got them pretty eyes. Ooh, Terrence. Ooh, I can't wait to clap them. I can't wait to clap them cheeks. I can't wait to roll them drawers down. Ooh, I can't wait. And Terrence is like, what you want? Like, why are you over there in the corner looking at me, Diddy? That is strange. What do you want? What? How can I help you? You wanted me to come over here to check this out, to be the coach or whatever. What can I help you with? Because if it's the booty, oh, no. No. I can't help you with that. Maybe you need to go and seek somebody who likes that stuff. But what can I help you with? And then he was told that, Diddy want to clap your cheeks. That's why he was acting like that. Y'all, let's continue to listen, because Terrence Howard was not with them shenanigans.
Then next thing you know,
Tabby says he wanted to hug him from the back. Tabby says he wanted to hug him from the back and the front. Yeah, I know, Tabby. Tabby, he was like, ooh, Terrence, ooh, I like them color eyes. Ooh, daddy, ooh, I can't wait. Let me just clap the cheeks. Oh, daddy. You don't need no garlic over here, Terrence. I got you. He was probably, y'all, he was probably drooling and everything.
okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music, so I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week, and I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Ooh! Oh my goodness, y'all. That is a mess, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all, that is crazy. Could y'all imagine? I couldn't imagine going to Oprah Studios. Oh, yeah, the lounge. We want to interview you. Okay, Oprah. And we sitting in there, she's just staring at me. Just staring at me. Oprah, what can I help you with? Oprah, what can I help you with? Let me tell you, Oprah, I don't like women. Do you want me to go get Gail? You want me to go get Gail? I go get Gail. Because I'm not going to be with y'all shenanigans. Oprah, how can I help you? That is weird, y'all. He just in there staring at him. Just staring at him. Can y'all imagine? Y'all going somewhere and the person is staring at you like they want to eat you up. They want to slop you up on a biscuit like a two-piece chicken. Two-piece chicken dinner combo meal. Y'all, that is crazy. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh.
Okay. Hey, look at the way he. Oh my God! Hold up, y'all. Look at the way he's looking. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Hold on, he was looking like what?
I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh.
Look at the way he's looking. Y'all look at the way he's looking. Oh my God. He's looking like, oh, he was drooling. He was trying to clap them cheeks. Oh, he done seen your eyes. He's probably like, oh, he done seen your eyes, Terrence. He wanted to clap them cheeks. He wanted to slap you up on the biscuit. Oh my goodness. He was about to get his wig on, and he was about to put that lipstick on. Oh, Diddy was about to be ready. He was about to be ready. I think Diddy maybe wanted you to clap his cheeks, Terrence. I think Diddy wanted you to clap his cheeks. Y'all know Diddy got that wig. Y'all know he got that Timu wig, and he got that red lipstick that Janice gave him, knowing that is out of style. But y'all, let's continue.
Okay, now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman.
Yep. Exactly, Terrence. Exactly. I would have knocked the block off of their head. I'm about to knock your head off your shoulders. You looking at me like I'm like I'm a dude. You looking at me like I'm a dude, and I don't even go that way. Oprah Winfrey, what is the problem? Oprah, what is the problem? Can I help you, Oprah Winfrey? Can I help you? Do we need to call Gail, or do we need to call Stedman? Do we need to call Gail or Stedman? Because y'all know they say Stedman is just, a piece of, what's it called? Just hanging around just to make it look like she likes men. But really and truly, Gail is her boo-boo. But I'm just saying, y'all, let's continue.
You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit.
Absolutely. And I do not blame him. I do not blame him. If they would have come to me, I'm telling you, I would have been like, no. Oh, absolutely not, because I would have wrote that in my contract. I ain't kissing no girls. I'm not touching no girls. I'm not laying in no bed with no girls. I'm not holding hands with no girls. I'm not kissing no girls on the cheek. I'm not kissing no woman at all, period. I'm not holding no hands. I'm not playing footsies. I'm telling you, I have a long list. No contact with females at all. So don't even ask me. And if you ask me, you're going to get a 12-piece and 24 biscuits to go. Let's continue.
Because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is listen, we've talked about it.
He's like, okay, and this has changed the conversation. Yeah, I don't blame Terrence. I don't blame him. I'm telling you guys, people will try to manipulate you. They will try to sell you a whole song and a dance, right? They will try to get you to do what they want you to do, and then when you get there, you're like, oh my God, I didn't sign up for this program. How did I get here? Like, this ain't right. I'm not about to be doing this. But this is why you have to have that thick skin. Because if you do not have no thick skin, people will eat you up. They will eat you up like a whole Scooby snack. They will be like, oh yeah, she's easy. Or yeah, he's easy. Oh yeah, we can manipulate. We can clap his cheeks. Oh yeah, we can. And then they probably go in there and probably be like, okay, we're gonna ration off. What's it called? When they go to the auction, we're gonna auction off Terrence Hall's booty hole. Who's wants to is going for 500 million, 1,000 million. Y'all, they be probably in the room talking about, I get it. Okay. We're gonna get the man in the blue shirt. I'm telling you, they probably be having booty auctions. They probably be having booty clapping auctions. I'm telling you, it's crazy, y'all. It is crazy.
A lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because
No,
of this
I mean,
specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to.
And y'all, let me say this: doing the chitlin circuit, you have to do what you have to do, because if you don't, then that means you're gonna violate your self morals, your self, your self respect, your beliefs. That is I would be, look, I work at Walmart. I'll be working at Sam's Club. I'll be a forklift operator. I'll be over there lawn people. Cutting people grass. I'll be chopping trees. I would do whatever it takes to not give myself up in that manner for $1. Absolutely not. We have to do what we have to do. And Terrence is not playing. No, I'd rather go through the chicken circuit.
Redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi everyone.
Yep.
My name is Terrence Howard.
And that's what Terrence Howard, he believed in. But y'all, he has been talking for a very long time. The same thing with do y'all remember Cat Williams? Cat Williams was having those situations where he was not telling, but he did, of course, last year. He had that, y'all. He not set Hollywood on fire? I'm telling you, Cat Williams set Hollywood on fire. But remember when Terrence Howard, he's been speaking out for a very long time. But Cat Williams, y'all, he came out and he said it straight, right? Did he not? He was like, I'm not going to be giving up my booty hole. I'm protecting my virgin booty hole. He said there was 4 people that came to him, $50 million for the booty hole. You know how they say, like, people put money on your head? Y'all, they were putting $50 million on the booty hole. Y'all know how crazy that sounds? Like, who gets to do the humiliation ritual? And putting money on it? Y'all, that is crazy. That is just unbelievable to me. I can't believe these jokers got so much money. And y'all, I'm telling you, if they don't want to spend the money, they can give it to us here at the lounge. We will be cute with our Temu outfits. Y'all, will catch the Spirit airline. Y'all, we will have a vacation like never before. We'll eat good. We'll have the best desserts. We'll be going snorkeling. We'll go over there to Dubai and the dinner in the sky. We will do all kind of stuff and care of their money, right? Because they don't know how to spend their money. $50 million for a booty hole. Do y'all know what we can do with $50 million over here at the lounge? Hey, we can use $50 million. We're not giving up no booty holes. We're not doing all that stuff that y'all want us to do. No. We're not doing that, but we will take a vacation. We will go ride some horses in the beach, right? We will go wherever and do whatever we want to do for $50 million, right? But we're not giving up no booty holes. We're not giving up none of that, y'all. Let's continue.
Against that place until they make some type of change. You can't take the vertebrae out of your back just to fit inside of someone's ceiling. You have to stand up full and proud. Stand up.
So it looks like Cat Williams gained another supporter, and it's none other than Terrence Howard, who is now spilling the tea on how he got fed up with Hollywood trying to put him in a dress. According to Terrence, Hollywood is really out here trying to strip black men of their masculinity, and he's throwing shade at the industry, claiming they accused him of being hard to work with just because he wasn't down for playing certain kinds of roles. Now, we've all heard the whispers about how Hollywood is allegedly pushing this agenda to make black men look more effeminate, and heavyweights like Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams have been calling it out, saying black actors are pressured to wear a dress on screen before they can level up in fame. And while some fans are now saying this is not such a big issue as people are trying to make it, it looks like Terrence is standing his ground. In fact, word on the street is that Hollywood slapped Terrence with a difficult to work with label just because he turned down.
And y'all, did that not happen to Monique? Y'all remember they did that to Monique? Remember Tyler Perry that be in dresses all the time? Said that Monique was hard to work with? Because when they were promoting Precious, Tyler Perry wanted her to go and promote it for free. Tyler Perry, do you know that this love and this time and my patience is not for free? You don't work for free, Tyler Perry. When's the last time you worked for free, sir? I am not about to be promoting nothing for the FREE price. And then they tagged her with, oh, she's hard to work with. She's difficult. She's this, she's that. That's what they would do when you do not follow the agenda. They will try to blackball you. And you have to try to make money any other kind of way. But makes people stronger, right? It makes them know that they can do other things and get, the money to live.
Down a role where he was asked to be in a dress. But Terrence is over being blackballed by the industry, and he just spilled the beans that he just might quit acting for good because Hollywood's agenda got him sick.
That's the stuff you've got to watch.
See, that's why you got to clear this stuff up.
You've got to watch the stuff that they put out there, because they're just trying to make money.
So you've all probably heard by now that Cat Williams reignited the conversation surrounding the rumored agenda in Hollywood about black male actors being pressured to wear dresses on screen before they reach that A-list status. And now some sources are claiming Terrence Howard is one of the many talented actors who got blacklisted for saying no to the dress.
Terrence is like, no, I'm not going in no dress, and ain't nobody getting this booty hole. Nobody.
Now, Terrence has been a talk of the town kind of dude for some time, and that's because his personal life drama often took the spotlight away from his acting. But let's not front on his talent, though. Back in the early 2000s, Terrence was on the verge of being the next best leading man. His Oscar-winning performance in Crash had folks thinking he was going to be the hottest actor of his generation. Jump to 2008, Terrence showed up in the Marvel blockbuster Iron Man as Rhodey, and even though he's holding down a side gig, he's cashing in as the highest paid actor in the movie. But fast forward to 2010, and what do you know? Don Cheadle steps in as Rhodey in the Iron Man sequel. Word on the street is Terrence got hit with a massive pay cut offer, like 50 to 80% for Iron Man 2. But here's the kicker. We never found...
Oh, he probably got hit with that pay cut because he didn't want to give his booty hole up. See, they were probably trying to play with Terrence for a little while. Hey, Drake, stats, mustache. They were trying to probably play with Terrence for a little while. Like, oh, he's gonna fold. Oh, he's gonna give up. He's gonna give up that booty hole. Just give him one more roll. He'll come up off the booty hole. He'll come up off the booty hole. Just watch. He'll come up off the booty hole. And y'all, when they cut him, he was like, I'm out of here, y'all. I am out of here. He was not playing with them. But y'all, let's continue.
Found out if he said no or if Marvel pulled the plug on him. Entertainment Weekly spilled the tea back then, saying Terrence might have had a temper issue and was a handful on set. But Terrence didn't take that narrative line down, and he claimed he got tagged as the angry black man on...
Well, he probably, what it said, Terrence might have had a temper issues and was a handful on set. Let me tell y'all what that meant. Let me just translate that into layman's terms. When they said that Terrence didn't, Terrence had a temper issue and was a handful on set, they was probably trying to rub him on his booty. And he was not going for that. He was probably about to knock somebody's head off of their shoulder, right? As he should, right? I mean, I don't believe in violence or anything like that. But when you are sitting there trying to play and violate me when I'm trying to work, he may have been trying to bend over. Maybe he dropped a cup or dropped something, and then somebody probably came and probably rubbed him on his booty, talking about, ooh, Terrence, ooh, my goodness, ooh, and a man rub him on his booty, and he's like, y'all know what? Y'all, it's about to be a uprising, some furniture moving. I'm telling you, it is not about to be pretty. I am not playing them games. Don't come over here and play them games with me, because I am not. Y'all ran into the right one, right? The right one. But y'all, let's continue.
On purpose, especially after he started speaking up about Hollywood's agenda to emasculate black men. Now, this whole Hollywood trying to push a more feminine image on black men is not a fresh idea, and many black comedians and actors have publicly spoken out about it. Take Eddie Griffin, for example. He was one of the OG voices throwing shade at Hollywood for making black actors and comedians wear dresses on the big screen. Eddie spilled the beans on Hollywood's rumored dress-wearing agenda all the way back in 1999 in his comedy Foolish, where he not only starred, but also wrote the whole script. In Foolish, Eddie takes on the role of Miles Foolish Ways, an up-and-coming comedian hustling to make it big in Hollywood. Now, here's the kicker. There's this unforgettable scene where the studio big shots are trying to talk Foolish into wearing a dress for a role and telling him all the...
And y'all know Tyler Perry, y'all. We already know about Tyler Perry, right? We know Tyler Perry. Everybody likes what they like, but we know Tyler Perry got an agenda. They talk talk about Tyler Perry got some kids. Tyler Perry does not want the what's in between a woman's legs. How are you gonna say he has a child? I don't even think he was probably like he don't want not even his runners to be next to a woman. You if y'all know what I mean. He probably like don't you no, this is not for sale, right? I'm not taking this to the sperm bank. I don't want none. I don't even want to be going near. We know that he likes men, right? I mean, and that's fine with us. We love everybody, right? But don't sit there and act like you don't, right? Let's continue.
The A-listers have done it.
So what do you think? It's never been done before. 3 lovable drag queens driving cross country, helping middle America solve its problems.
Y'all want me to wear a dress?
Foolish. This isn't a throwaway role. You'll be carrying the emotional energy of the movie.
Man, it's not that I don't appreciate the offer, because I do, but...
All we're asking you to do is to take the script home, read it, and make a decision.
Then make the decision.
Y'all, I would have been like, okay, where's the script at? Okay, you said I can go home, make a decision. Y'all, I bet you they would never ever see me again in life. They would have thought that the lounge and fell off the face of the earth. They would never ever see me again, asking me a dumb question like that again, right? You ask me a dumb question, I'm gonna give you a dumb answer, and the dumb answer would have been like you would never see me ever again in life, right? Sometimes you hit the ignore button. You gotta ignore people. You have to just go away in silence and not even like revisit the situation. And they be like, oh my God, we didn't hear not a peep, not a word, not a sound. Oh my God, y'all, they would have never ever seen me again in life, y'all.
There's a lot of money involved.
We're talking a major motion picture here, Foolish.
Now, flashback to 2006, and Dave Chappelle spills the tea on Oprah's show, sharing that he experienced a wild incident where he got pushed to wear a dress for a movie role with Martin Lawrence. And the way he described it sounded like a scene straight out of Foolish.
He put this dress on, and what? The costume? No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with it. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it.
So fast forward a bit when Kevin Hart was asked to come.
And see, and that's what I'm saying. When they try to talk you into something, well, all the greats have done it. All the greats, they've been in a dress. And I would have told them, you know what? I'm not them. I'm not them. You want a great to do it, you go get a great. There might be 100 greats that did it before. Maybe you need to go send them some emails or call them and see if they'll do it again. Because I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts. I don't want to be a great, nor do I need to be a great. If a great comes with putting on a dress, no, just count me out. I'm cool. Look, I'm cooler than a fan. I'm cooler than a fan. I don't want no parts. Just you say great and being bad, just you put me in the bad category. You put me in whatever category you want to put me in, but don't put me in the great category because I don't want to be there. Let's continue.
Comment on Dave's story, and he just shrugged it off, saying that kind of thing never happened to him.
Definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress.
Look, you're 2 feet tall, liar, pants on fire. Stop lying, because we just seen you in a dress. You had the tiara on and everything, and I believe Diddy clap your cheeks. Kevin Hart, you need to sit down and stop telling a lie, right? Kevin Hart is with the smoke and with the shenanigans when it comes to them, right? Diddy was, Kevin Hart, he was at the parties. Remember when we seen him with Diddy at his house, and then we seen the man part, the man part on the bed with Diddy, and you're like, you're in a room full of men, and you have this man part toy on the bed. What are y'all doing with a man part on the bed? What a group of men. A group of men. Are y'all clapping each other's cheeks with that piece of equipment? I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. Because Kevin Hart, he's a liar, pants on fire. They didn't got you in a dress, and they didn't got you your cheeks clapped with the man part toy.
I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are.
But just a few years later, Kevin ends up in an SNL sketch in a dress, and it was like
And
a
see,
game changer.
Carrie Lee says many gay men are true lovers and not Rex partners, and that is probably the case. That is probably the case. They probably are. They probably just want and feel like they want to be with the same, the same sex partner, which there's nothing wrong with that. My hang up and my thing, hey Peaches, welcome. My thing is when you're pushing somebody to do something, right? If they're gay, like I said, I have a few, gay friends, men and women, right? That are same sex, they love the same sex. That's not the thing. The thing is when you make somebody do something and you're making them do it against their will, and they're not like that. That's like coming over somebody, you be like, yeah, I'm cooking some spaghetti. You be like, oh no, I don't eat spaghetti. I don't eat spaghetti, right? And then you're trying to force the spaghetti down their throat. That is not right. Like, that's not right. You cannot make people want what you want, right? You cannot push something off of. That's like, you got people with different religions. Maybe somebody is Muslim, maybe somebody's Christian, Baptist, or whatever. And you're trying to get them to be, Muslim, or you're trying to get them to be Baptist or Christian. And they're not like, no, that's not my religion. But they want you and they try to force it on you, right? That is just not right, y'all. I mean, that's just not right. It's crazy. But y'all, let's continue.
For his career. Suddenly, Kevin's popularity and success skyrocketed. Allegedly.
Oh, let's skip this commercial. Why do y'all think Kevin's career skyrocket? Y'all put in the chat. Y'all, I want y'all to put in the chat why y'all think Kevin's career skyrocket. Why do y'all think that? Do y'all think his career skyrocketed because he was with the smoke and the shenanigans? Do y'all think because Diddy probably clapped his cheeks, or maybe Tyler Perry maybe clapped his cheeks? I don't think Oprah probably clapped them cheeks. I think it was another man, they clapped his cheeks. So what do y'all think? Why do y'all think that Kevin's career took off? Tell me. Well, let me know. He sold his soul. Yep, I believe so. LWA says you cannot dictate to someone if you gotta stop them from getting money. Let me see. For the truth says he sold his soul. Okay. Drake Stabs Mustache says he put on that dress for SNL. Yes, he did. He did, but he said I thought he said he didn't do it, but we know otherwise, right? Drake Stabs Mustache, he was hilarious. Tammy said he sold his soul for a roll. Tabby, exactly. For a jelly roll, Tabby. I wonder, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. But y'all, let's continue.
A dress-wearing stint on SNL. But
look
the
at
dress
him.
Saga doesn't stop there.
Look at him.
Claiming the
Hold on, we gotta back that up.
Skyrocketed. Allegedly, all thanks to that dress-wearing stint.
Oh, he had the pretty dress in blue. I mean, y'all, he was even doing the little clap. I mean, he had the little hat on his head, but he's saying that he didn't do this. But here's the receipts, right? Peaches says Miss Tyler Perry and Diddler Glover. Peaches, you is a mess. Carrie says, I am glad that we are putting an end to all this SOY Rex Hucking. Yes, absolutely, because it needs to be brought to an open, shame. People need to be brought to open shame for doing this demonic stuff to people. You cannot force nobody to be doing what you want them to do. Right? If you want somebody, let me turn the camera. If you want somebody to be doing what you want them to do, go make some kids, and then you tell them to go do what you want them to do, right? You want them to be with the same sex, go make them be with the same, go train them up to do that. I mean, that's what Hollywood is doing anyway, right? Look at Jaden, Will Smith's kids. That's what they made them do, right? I'm just saying. But y'all, let's continue.
On SNL. But the dress saga doesn't stop there. Cat Williams jumps into the mix, claiming the whole dress deal is tied to whether you choose to dance with the Illuminati or not.
So, some of us make choices. I think it's not a biggest choice for others. I'm saying at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Wow.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment.
Wow, and that's so
People are
true.
against the Illuminati.
That's so true. But I can say one thing about Cat Williams. He's against the Illuminati, daddy party people, right? But he is still making that money, is he not? But they was messing with him, trying to take his kids away, throwing him in jail, doing all kind of stuff. Them people are dangerous people, right? If you do not obey them, right? Obey them. They will try to do all kind of stuff. Say that you're crazy. Say that you're hard to work with. Say that you're this. Say that you're that. And really and truly, that's just them trying to spin off a narrative because you're not listening and doing, obeying their demonic agenda, right? So y'all, let's continue to listen.
Then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Back then, most folks brushed off Cat's words as some wild conspiracy theory. Fast forward to today, and people are revisiting his words and saying there might be some truth to what he was throwing out there. So during Cat's recent appearance on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp asked him about Dave Chappelle.
Oh, y'all, I love this. Y'all, this interview was epic, was it not? Y'all, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this interview was epic. Y'all, when I say Cat Williams set Hollywood on fire, y'all, literally, he set Hollywood, y'all, he put Hollywood, y'all, he set Hollywood on fire. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got Tammy put a 1, Priceless 1, my Hughes 1, Herland 1, Jamil, my baby, Jamil Peterson got a 1, Anonymous got a 1, Des Drake's Mustache got a 1, Miss D, Lala, put a 1, Tracy we got 1s in the building, y'all. This interview was epic, and y'all, it went ultra viral. Did it not, y'all? Let's listen.
Walking away from a massive $50 million deal shortly before he revealed that whole dress incident. And you won't believe what Cat dropped. Turns out he had to pass up on some fat contracts too, all because they came with strings attached. Now, going back to Terrence Howard, reports recently emerged that this whole dress thing was one of the main reasons Terrence turned his back on Hollywood. All right, let me fill you in on the latest interview with Terrence. When they asked him about the buzz going around that he got the boot from Iron Man 2 because of anger issues and not being the most cooperative on set, Terrence shut that down real quick and made it crystal clear that he wasn't about to let Hollywood bosses tell him what a black man should look like on the big screen. So,
he wasn't about to let them say you ain't gonna let me as a black man, what look like a certain way on the screen. And also, you're not gonna get my booty hole. I know I got these pretty eyes. I know I'm light skinned. They say light skin was in. He had the pretty eyes. Oh yeah, they probably couldn't wait. They was probably like, oh my God, I can't wait. Diddy probably was staring at him like, oh my God, those eyes are so gorgeous. Oh my God. He was mesmerizing. He was daydreaming. That's why he was staring. Hey, Ray Love, welcome. Hey, Sheila, welcome. That's why he was staring. That's why Diddy was staring at Terrence. Y'all, he was like, he was in cloud 12 in like 3 seconds when he was over there staring at Terrence Howard. And Terrence Howard like, what are you staring at, dude? What you want? How can I help you? Diddy was in a whole dream. He was dreaming and envisioning him clapping his cheeks, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all. Let's continue.
So according to Terrence, black actors are getting pushed to embrace a more effeminate vibe if they want to hit the big leagues. He said, my daddy taught me never take the vertebrae out of your back or the bass out of your throat.
Whoa. Terrence Howard has a powerful message, y'all. My baby Jamil said that's how Orlando Brown was looking at Little Bow Wow, in Little Bow Wow's eyes. I know, right? He was like, ooh, baby, ooh, my goodness, ooh, I like it, daddy, ooh, dad. He was probably calling him daddy in his head probably a million times. Y'all, he probably started to drool. Terrence is probably like, what in the world is he looking at? Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. These people are demonic entities. But y'all, let's read and see. Oh my goodness, hold on just a second. So this is what Terrence Howard said. He said, my daddy taught me Never take the vertebrae out of your back or the base out of your throat. Oh, woo woo. Explains Howard. Tabby says he loved me when he loved me. Yeah, I know, right, Tabby? It says I ain't raising sheep. I raise men. Stay a man, but being a man comes with a curse because it's not a society made for men to flourish anymore. Everything is genius. However, if I said that right, the more successful men now are hold on. The more successful men now are the more effeminate or whatever that means. But yes, he said don't ever take the bass out of your throat.
I raised men. Stay a man. Everything is androgynous, you know? The more successful men are now the effeminate. And then in another recent interview with Revolt, Terrence doubled down on his thoughts with Hollywood having a bone to pick with strong black men. And he said that only white men are allowed to be both strong and non-threatening at the same time. The man has been demonized, Terrence said. With the new formula, most men are made to be effeminate and not have their power or sense of strength. They allow white men to be able to be strong, but when it's black men, it's seen as a threat. He also added, I don't want to remove a few chromosomes to fit into someone's story. So I feel they need to expand their stories to allow men to be men and simultaneously appreciate a woman's beauty. Now, as you can imagine, the internet is serving up a buffet of opinions on this whole saga. Some folks are quick to throw around the label conspiracy theorists at Terrence and Cat Williams, and they're also saying we have way bigger problems to worry about than actors wearing dresses. Someone said, as a 42-year-old black man, the last thing I'm worried about in my life is comedians wearing dresses. Rap, hip-hop, and hood culture are way more threatening to my life than this. And another one added, putting on a dress is for comedic value. Madea, Shanae, Nutty Professor, White Chicks, Big Mama's House were all hilarious. Making people laugh is what it's all about. Someone told people the narrative of a dress being used to emasculate men, and y'all ran with it. But on the flip...
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold up. We got some men in the building, right? We got some men in the building. All the men in the building. All the men in the house. Y'all tell me, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that wearing a dress is a Hollywood thing that does try to demasculate a man. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that wearing a dress in Hollywood, if you guys were a Hollywood actor, demasculates you as a man. Because would you wear a dress to make your comedy funnier? I mean, does that have to be a requirement? I mean, I don't think I'm putting a 1. If I was a man, I'm not wearing no dress. Just because I don't wear a dress doesn't mean I'm funny, right? You don't have to wear a dress to spin off a comedic, you're a comedic joke, right? We got a lot of ones in the building. Okay, I'm just making sure because I'm telling you, that's like a woman saying you got to put on a suit just because to make yourself funny. No, I'm not putting on no suit. I am not putting on no suit and looking like no man because I feel like I need to, dress like a man to be funny for this part. No, you don't have to do that. Okay, y'all, let's continue.
Flip side, there are many fans giving Terrence and Kat some major props for pulling back the curtain on Hollywood's shady side. And they're convinced this whole dress thing is more sinister than it seems. One person wrote, Terrence Howard is absolutely correct. This ain't no conspiracy. They all know the agenda. And
so we got some Terrence. Okay, so see, they're supporting him. They already know that it's an agenda. Wearing a dress for a man in Hollywood is an agenda. Y'all, hold on, wait a minute. Cause do y'all remember Miss Doubtfire? Do y'all remember Miss Doubtfire? And then remember he passed away. What's his name? Robin. I forget his name. But remember he passed away. So I wonder because they say he passed away from this, from that, and the third. Robin Williams. Yes, anonymous. Do y'all remember? It was like I liked it. Robin Williams. I liked it him. But at the same time, it's like when they said he passed away, did he really pass away from what? Because y'all know they would be like, he got the live-monia, the no-monia, the hoo-hoo-monia, the ho-ho-ho, Merry Christmas-monia. They would say anybody got the pneumonias, right? And then after, we we come to think of it, remember what Terrence Howard said? Whenever these men that are not gay, that are given and pushed on this gay agenda, and they do go through it, you know, getting their booty hole taken, and they're not really a gay man, and then it messes with them and it messes them up mentally forever. Did he go through that? It makes you wonder, right? Because I remember when he was in that in that Dressing Miss Doubtfire, I'm like, that makes me kind of wonder, did he have to go through that? Because when they said they coded him as whatever they coded him for, but he was still young. He was still like, you know what I'm saying? He passed away at a kind of, I mean, for me, I would say like a young age, because he still could have lived more, you know, longer. But I was wondering, y'all, that stuff is real. That is real. But y'all, let's continue.
Brothers are still enslaved and don't seem to care, all because of the almighty dollar. They are definitely trying to emasculate our men, and our men are cool with it. But let me know how you feel about Terrence Howard's comments on the dress controversy. Do you think there's really an agenda behind the way Hollywood...
Yes, I do think there's an agenda. Yes, my Hugh says he took his life. Yeah, he did. But see, I can't even trust that. Y'all, I cannot even trust that. I can't even trust what they say, because they will say you got the pneumonia, you didn't. You got the pneumonia, you done took your life, you didn't, did an overdose, you done did this, you done did that, they got in a car accident. Y'all, they will put anything out there just to throw us off. But what was the real cause? What was the real situation? I mean, Robin probably did, maybe he did take his life because it was a lot of demonic stuff probably going on behind the scenes. Hey, Arkisha, welcome. There was probably a lot of stuff. Anonymous says, don't want to upset people with the truth. That's true too, Anonymous. Absolutely. Tony says, everyone that sold their soul for fame is real. Sophia says he had depression, but that could have made it worse. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. He dealt with a lot of stuff, as a lot of them do. Look at Orlando Brown. Now, Orlando Brown be saying some funny stuff, but it be crazy. But is that him trying to cover, like Terrence said, trying to cover his brokenness, his pain, the things that he dealt with in Hollywood as a child coming up through the industry? Y'all, that's why I say, people, when they say, oh, this person passed away from this, even when what's the girl, the lady that just passed away, the singer, what's her name, Angie Stone. Remember, they were saying, oh, well, she got in a car accident. They're saying that she was passed away before she even got in things. It was a setup. I mean, all kind of stuff. I don't know what's true, but what I'm saying is they will tell you anything. They will tell you anything to try to throw you off. I'm just saying it's crazy. It's crazy. But y'all, I'm telling you, Hollywood is demonic. Y'all, there is people in these high places that are getting away with awful things, doing all kind of things to even the children in Hollywood. It's sad. It's terrible. Like, you can't even take your kids to Disneyland without, Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse, getting a free fill on your kids. Y'all, these people are disgusting. They are nasty. But y'all, I'm telling you, y'all just have to keep yourself prayed up. Apply Psalms 91, the canopy of protection. Keep your head on the swivel, because y'all, this stuff is out here, as real as it gets, as real as it is. It's real, right? It is so real. It is so real. Oh, Anonymous said 19 more likes, y'all. Let's get 19 more likes up, y'all. Let's get to 100 likes as we are like kind of coming to a close. Let's hit the like button. If you guys have not, let's take the time to hit the like button. But as I'm like, kind of closing out, we have to watch our kids. We have to watch our grandkids. I mean, the neighbors, your family. You guys have to watch everybody and protect everybody that you love, right? Y'all, smash the like button. We got more likes that we need to get on up, y'all. Let's get the likes up. But Terrence Howard, y'all, he has set this powerful message today, and I was like, I gotta go live. I gotta go share this with the loungers, because what he is saying, it is so true. It is so true. I mean, these people are broken. Like, people are broken. You know, people, so many people, you guys, are broken. There's so many people that need therapy because of these things that are going on with them. And not just Hollywood. People every day like you and I, right? People who are, you know, everyday people. These things happen in people's families still, you know, not including in the industry. Just like, you know, you may be going over there and, you know, you may be letting your kid go spend the night at somebody's house. Next thing you know, they're saying that the parents or somebody then did something to them, or the brother, older sister or something. These things happen, like, and it messes their children up, right? Because, you know, a lot of people, let me say this, because I had, Lord bless his soul, I had a guy that I used to work with years ago, and he was gay. And, you know, we kind of talked about it, you know, because, you know, sometimes at a young age, when that is introduced to them, they end up becoming, you know, that becoming their lifestyle. You know, they were introduced to like a man maybe, you know, raped them, and then they grow older and then they resort to that, you know, because what they, you know, experience being raped, being, you know, that type of stuff happening to them at a young age. But also, and also on the flip side of that, that like leaves them broken, you know, because it may been, some people have been their own parents, some people their uncle, their aunt, a cousin, the neighbor, the pastor, whoever, right? And then it's like, man, I trusted this person. I trusted my mom, my dad. I trusted, you know, the neighbor. I trusted my mom allowing other people around me, to, you know, to come around me, and then they violated me. And that like is a mental thing that people deal with, and they sometimes it can take them out. It can cause them to unalive themselves. It can cause them to do it to other kids if they get older. You know, it can cause different things. It can cause a stop in the cycle, you know, but at the same time, these issues that happen like this, it can be something that is can cause a person to be broken, right? Tammy says all money ain't good money. Exactly. All money ain't good money. Like, you know, sometimes we be like, "Ooh, I'm going for the fame. I'm going to be up. Y'all about to be on. Y'all gonna see me on the Hollywood screens. I'm be singing. I'm be dancing. I'm doing the funky chicken, the funky Watusi, yo. But y'all, I made it. I done made it to Hollywood, y'all." And then when they get there, it's like the nightmare begins. They're telling their family they're all happy. You know, explaining, yeah, I done made it, I done made the cut, I'm da-da-da-da-da. And as soon as they shut the door, pull back the curtains, it's a different story. It's like a nightmare begins, and they're like, oh my goodness, how did I get here? How did I land here? Like, this is not supposed to be like this. This is supposed to be, I'm rich, I'm famous, everybody knows me. I'm able to travel the world, eat great meals, dress nice, go on nice vacations, you know, do whatever you want. And then next thing you know, it turns into something like even worse, more deep, more demonic. I mean, look at what what's his name? The guy from Making the Band, Choppa. Remember Choppa? He was saying, like, the higher you go, the darker it gets. Like, the more demonic, like, stuff happens. And it's like, is it worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it. Tammy says, what happens when the fame and fortune is gone? That's when they deal with all the trauma, Tammy. All the fun, all the fame, all the fortune is gone. And reality starts to set in on what you did along the way. And it has people broken. I mean, there's a lot of famous, like I said, there was one girl, I forget what her name is. Y'all, when I seen this a few weeks ago, they were talking about her. I mean, she's on the pink stuff, the white stuff. She's on some type of stuff. And I was like, oh my God. And looking terrible, looking bad. I mean, strung out on them rugs really bad. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. She was like a childhood actor, like a teenager when she was doing acting. I can't remember her name, but when I seen her and they were like, she is strung out on these rugs, I mean, homeless. I'm like, how can you go from being a actress, being successful, to being strung out on these rugs. And it's only because of stuff that they go through. They cannot mentally process it. They need therapy for the rest of their life. They can't deal with some of the stuff they probably seen, the most disgusting stuff, the most demonic stuff. They probably did stuff that probably even bothered them. After they did it, they're like, I did this thing and I cannot believe I did this. This is horrible. And then it's like they need therapy to get through it, because the stuff that they do in Hollywood, it will leave you broken. It will leave you broken if you don't have like a really good circle around you. If your parents, are not level-headed and, have their head on their shoulder, they with the shenanigans, they with the mess, and trying to get the money because you was a child actor. Oh, they go ahead and act. Go ahead, little Mary, go on down there and act. We just need the money. And then they're taking, look at Britney Spears. She was young, and then they try to make her look like she was crazy. Oh, she's crazy. She's doing this. She doing that. Right? That's what they do. They use you up. They chew you up and spit you out. Then next thing you know, you're crazy. You're strung out on these rugs and all kind of stuff. And that's what you're left with. That's what they leave you with. Anonymous says self-medicated with rugs out of fear of, yes. Yes, exactly, Anonymous. Facts. Carrie says, and then they turn to the rugs, hoping to prove to themselves that they are strong, but it ruins them more. Yes. Look at Justin Bieber, y'all. Look at Orlando Brown. There's like a slew of famous people that, they do, like, I see this thing on YouTube, like where they're, like, where actors are at now, like they were here and then where they at now. Like, I watch some of those shows and I'm like, this is sad. You went through Hollywood, you acted, you were successful, had all the mansions, all the money, all the way down to being broke. A lot of them went to jail. A lot of them been arrested. What's his name? What's the one that Will Smith was supposed to be? What's the one that is supposed to be with Will Smith? Remember the one that Will Smith? I forget his name. Bashir. Remember Bashir? Y'all, I was like, Will Smith allegedly had something to do with raping him. Now I see him getting arrested, getting in trouble, all kind of stuff. It's sad, y'all. It is really, really sad. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all, because I could go on and on and on to the break of dawn about this stuff. But it's very sad. It's very heart-wrenching. And you guys just have to protect your kids, your family. Like I said, keep your head on the swivel. Psalms 91, the canopy of protection. Because y'all, these people are out here and they are vicious. They are really vicious. But I can say Terrence, he had that video today. And y'all, it's probably going to go really ultra viral, because what he says in there is powerful, very powerful. Rooster said Will Smith's wife is crazy as a bat. Oh, yes. Oh, Jada Pinkett, she's crazy as a Betsy bug. How are you going to be messing with your son's boyfriend or friend, whatever, August Alsino, and then he was... Y'all, these people are demonic. There's no way I'm sitting here messing with my daughter's boyfriend. That's crazy. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. It is terrible. Carrie says, God, true love, we need to embrace that. Yes. I'm telling you, these people are out on a whole demonic mission. Y'all, let's get the likes up. We at 96 likes. Let's get the likes up. We got a few more likes and then I'm going to close it out. But y'all, this is sad. It's really, really sad. And I'm telling you, Terrence Howard, he got a head on his shoulder. Cat William, he got a head on his shoulder. And he is not going to allow nobody to take that, his virgin booty hole, or try to tell him or get him to do anything that, he don't want to do. That is against, like, his belief, his, his self-leadership. Let me tell y'all real quick, y'all, because I will go on and on, right? People have lost the concept of self-leadership. So many people are followers. Oh yeah, over here, Becky's over here jumping off the mountaintop. I'm gonna go jump off the mountaintop too. Instead of saying, no, just because Becky's doing it, let Becky do whatever she want to do, but that's just not what I do, right? People have lost the concept of self-leadership. They feel like doing all, I see all these people like following each other with doing crazy stuff. Doing crazy stuff on social media. They got these Instagram models, y'all. I'm telling you, even what is it called? The OnlyFans models. They over there getting paid to be ho 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 Merry Christmases legally, to each their own. I'm not judging nobody and what they do. But they are taking that, making all kinds of money, and then going out and doing these crazy stuff. I'm talking about the females now, because I didn't see like multiple stories on these females. They making all kinds of money, and then they're over there unaliving the men, tying them up. There's a one girl, she's in Miami, I think. She, I don't know if she pow-powed or I forget how she unalived him, but she unalived him. I guess she was like, I'm making all this money. Like, you ain't tell me what to do. And doing all kind of crazy stuff and just getting too big for her britches and unalived him. Y'all, this stuff is crazy. I'm telling you, it's getting crazier and crazier. But y'all just, of course, we got to make better, good choices or whatever. Everybody, sometimes, it takes people that are in like bad situations to move away, get some better friends, some better company, and do better in life to change your life, right? But nobody's perfect, and I'll be the first to tell you I'm not perfect, but I try to, of course, my best to do right, live my life right, and not be a part of just because they're doing it, I'm gonna do it type of mentality. Like, people have to really dig back, think back, dig into themselves and find their self-love, their self-respect, right? Their self-leadership. People have lost that. They doing all kind of stuff, and not even loving themselves, not even caring about themselves, just to chase clout. Just because this person is doing it. Oh, I'm going to do it. I just want to, I want to do it. No self-respect. No, don't even know what self-respect is. Don't even know what self-leadership is. But it's sad, but as true as it is, maybe I need to do a class on self-leadership. Maybe I need to do a class on self-love, Melvin says these people need to find God. That too. Rooster says demons are very real. Jesus speaks of them. They are out there. Yes, they are. Tell me, right? Whenever you go places, right? I'm just saying, anywhere, right? And then you meet people, maybe in the mall or something. Maybe, while you're getting something to eat at the mall or wherever, right? And then it's you could feel something. You could feel people's spirits. Or you could feel something when it just ain't right. You're like, whoa, that conversation, or the feeling, the vibe I got, that person, they seem like they are a little demonic. I just feel some negative energy, right? And it's people just have to, you just keep your eyes open. You got to keep your ears open, and you got to listen to what people really say, because they tell you something and you be like, oh, okay. And you never even think about it. Later on that day, you be like, oh, well, she said this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what that meant, right? Because sometimes people you having conversation, because I do this a lot too, right? I have to go back and revisit, what did they mean when they said that? And it can be a whole different meaning on what they said. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't really digest that. I didn't really process that right? So I'm telling you, it's crazy. It is crazy. But y'all, I'm telling y'all have to listen, keep your head on a swivel, watch people, Cause like I said, they will talk you out your socks, out your feet. Next thing you know, you got to walk home. You ain't got no shoes on. You ain't got no socks on. Cause they didn't talk you out your shoes and your socks, right? It's crazy. It's crazy as it sounds, but it's real. It's so real. But y'all, I'm not gonna keep y'all. Go and check that video out again with Terrence Howard. You know, catch it on the replay here. But it's also on YouTube. But y'all go catch what he's saying, because what he's saying is so real. It is so real. Tammy says, keep them cheeks tight. Yes, Tammy. Keep the cheeks tight, right? Don't let nobody clap the cheeks, and you not trying to get them cheeks clapped, right? You be like, no, I ain't getting my cheeks clapped by you. Oh no, absolutely not. No, I need to keep my Tammy, we need to maybe we need to start passing out garlic, right? We need garlic for certain situations, right? We need the garlic around our neck to protect us, right? I'm telling you, from them demonic entities, right? Get your cheeks clapped, bro, all kind of stuff, right? But y'all, thank my mods, Tammy and Anonymous, and I know I had one more mod, I think, in here, my baby Jamil, and all my mods. Thank you guys for stopping in. Y'all always lead with love, peace, and tranquility. And y'all, let me say this really quick. Tomorrow is that march. Tomorrow is the march. It's April 5th, right? They're doing some big march, right? Y'all, just be careful. Check out my TikTok. I mean, not my TikTok. I have it on TikTok too. But check out my shorts, and check out my video on that April 5th march that's happening tomorrow. Just y'all be careful. Y'all, I mean, they said it's gonna be an uprising. I hope nobody loses their life, because they said, the black folks, it is a little joke, sit your little yellow butt down, sit your tail down, whatever. They don't want the black people to go. And I'm not saying, there's everybody's welcome to go, but they're saying like black people don't go. But it's like a controversial situation going on. I don't get into politics at all, but they're saying this like some kind of march. I don't know, but it's like all over TikTok. That's why I talk about TikTok. It's all over TikTok about, black people don't, but you do what you want to do. But if you do go, y'all, just be careful. Y'all just be careful, because I'm telling you, this world is getting crazy. Like, we love everybody here at the lounge, no matter what your color, your race is, your sexual preference. We love everybody, but we want everybody to be safe, no matter who you are, whatever, who you worship, who you believe in, what your nationality, whatever, wherever, even if you're not even from the United States, right? Other countries too, because I know we have a lot of other people watching from different countries. But just stay safe, needless to say. But tomorrow, if y'all do go to the march, just keep your head on the swivel. Pray and, stay protected, because it's crazy. It is crazy. Tammy says anti-Trump, it must. Yeah, they're doing some kind of march. And I did some videos on it, but I didn't really go deep into it. All I know is that they're saying just, people, if they do go, just be careful. So I hope everything goes well. Whatever they're doing, I don't know. But just be safe. And not even just with that march tomorrow, just in general, y'all. I mean, 2025 has been crazy, has it not? 2025 has been crazy. It's been scary. It's been having you question all kind of stuff like, oh my God, this stuff is like, plane crashes. All kind of stuff, right? But we got to stay prayed up regardless, y'all. Prayer, pray, do your 3 o'clock in the morning prayer, and just ask God, Psalms 91, the canopy of protection, and, just be vigilant. That's the best thing I can tell you guys. But y'all, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Smash the like button if y'all on the replay, on the way out. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button on the way out. Always lead with love, peace, and tranquility, y'all. And we will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.